So, Mom, are you sitting down? We thought since this was the last Christmas that we'll probably all be together at 526 South Wayne Street, that it would be good to take a little view back and relive some Christmas memories. So sit back, grab a tissue, and enjoy.
So, by my recollection, we moved to South Wayne Street when I was in sixth grade, 1965, which means we've been having Christmas Eve there for 50 odd years.
Two.
Add or subtract a year or two. And I don't really remember how our Christmas Eve gathering morphed into what it is today. But we've seen faces come and go throughout the years, and now we have our kids and our grandkids celebrating Christmas Eve all together in sometimes controlled mayhem, but we always have a good time. Although we have had some Santas of questionable background, but not this year's.
Well, we'll see.
So, what I would like to say is we've made a lot of Christmas memories since 1965 at 526 South Wayne Street. And no matter where we are, as long as we're together as family, we will continue to make many more memories. So, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Christmas at Wayne Street sure has lots of memories from long ago, like when we used to go out on the ride around town and look for Rudolph and Santa Claus and never could find him, but magically when we got back to the house, all the Christmas presents were around the tree and everybody's waiting to open them. It's been a lot of fun over the years, Mom, and we'll miss being here, but won't miss being with people because that will continue.
Hey, Bev, it's not quite as many years for me, 30 plus, but lots of good memories. Memories of being welcomed into the Whistler family by everyone at your Christmas Eve, the first year that I knew Joe, and memories for our family, for our boys as they were growing up, and all of the good times that we've had together with family and friends that you invited to share the holiday with us. Thanks for the memories, Bev. We love you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Something's wrong.
Well, let's see. Video of memories of Grandma Bev's Christmases at 526 South Wayne over the years. We'll start at the beginning. The first memory I have was as a child when we'd all pile in the car and we'd go out and look for Rudolph's red nose leading Santa's sleigh. And we'd probably drive around for, 30 minutes or so. And doggone it, we never could find him. Thank gosh, about 30 odd years later, we were able to catch Santa at Grandma Bev's all the time. I always wondered, where did the grandparents go when Santa got to Grandma Bev's? And Mom explained that they all hid in the stairway. So I could see my great-grandpa and Grandma Zimmerman and Grandpa and Grandma Bauman and the Whistlers, all these older folks all huddling in Mom's stairway to avoid Santa. As years went by, I realized they probably got there after Santa had come and gone too. Because my gosh, was there a lot of presents on the floor in that room you could hardly get through. But that was a good thing. As the years went by, I can remember getting my HO car little racetrack. It was a figure 8, had snap-on guardrails. It was quite the thing. I don't know how old I was, but it was exactly what I wanted, and somehow I got it. As the years went by, it seemed like the house was always full of family. There was the saddest years when, after Aunt Marty passed away, and just seeing the Hetrick boys come over, that hurt. That hurt. And of course, when we lost Andy, that first Christmas was really, really hard, very emotional for me, and I'm sure everybody else. As the years went by, we were blessed with a whole bunch of little ones, and thank gosh, we finally figured out when Santa was going to be at Grandma Bev's. and we were able to have the little ones sit on Santa's lap, get some pictures. Sometimes we had unwilling participants in getting their picture taken, but we all managed in the end. A lot of good times, a lot of great memories. If that old house could speak, we'd probably hear a lot of good stories from a lot of us. And there's Lauren. She photobombed this video. Do it again, Lauren. Hi, Lauren.
Give Bubba a kiss.
Mwah. Story goes that this will be our last celebration of Christmas at 526 South Wayne, but me being the skeptic that I am, we'll see what happens. It's been a good run. Glad to be a part of it. If this tradition does run its course, we'll all manage to do something to celebrate the holidays together somehow, some way, somewhere. So Merry Christmas, everybody. Talk to you soon.
Hi, Grandma.
Hi, Grandma.
So I think some of my favorite memories of your house are just walking in at Christmas and seeing that whole front room filled with presents and then waiting for Santa to come. That was always so exciting. And then just having fun with our cousins. We used to put a bunch of socks and things on the ceiling fan and then turn it on at top speed and everything would fly everywhere. We thought that was hilarious, and you were very patient. I don't think you ever got upset, at least not that we saw. So, but just playing with all the toys and watching movies, and we just always had so much fun at your house, and one of my favorite memories from being a kid. So we love you very much.
I love you,
Right.
Gigi Bevy.
Love you too, Daddy.
And we want to wish you a Merry Christmas, and we love you. Mwah.
Christmas at Grandma Bev's. Oh man, what good memories. My kids just loved going to Grandma's for Christmas. Just everybody was there, and Santa Claus was there, all the good food, and I mean, that's just something that we look forward to every year at Christmas Eve. You know, all the family there, and all the food, and Santa, and just, you know, being together is priceless. And I'm gonna really miss not having Christmas there anymore. So I hope that this is gonna be the best one ever yet. And we're just gonna have a great time. Yeah.
I always loved going to Grandma Bev's for Christmas. It was one of my favorite parts of the holidays every year. I just loved how comfortable and homey it felt to go to Grandma Bev's. All the food, the cookies, Santa, spending time with family. It was always nice because, especially when we had to travel here, we didn't see everyone as often, and it was just always, it was always my favorite part of the holidays. And I'm gonna miss having it at Grandma Bev's every year just because it's a tradition, but we can start new traditions and can still spend time together, and it'll be awesome.
What I enjoyed at Grandma Bev's on Christmas was when I was little, I always got to see Santa Claus, and he always brought out that bag with the toys and everything. Got to spend time with my family and friends and all that. And I mean, it's a great holiday to spend time with your family and just to be there. And I'm glad that throughout all the years, Grandma has put out all these parties for Christmas just to get the whole family together. And I just hope this one will be the greatest one out of all.
Sorry for the crappy lighting situation, but the only time I can ever get any quiet is in my car, and it's nighttime and Ken's off duty, so this is where I can come for quiet while someone else watches the kids. Some of my memories from 526 South Wayne Street would be mostly playing with my cousins and Christmas. I think what I remember most is that when we were younger, we would always wait for the Whistlers and the Aitons to come home. And we didn't say, when are they coming to Grandma Bev's house? It was, when are they coming home? Because the house was pretty much a home away from home for everyone. It always felt that way. It never felt like we were intruding or staying at someone else's house. It was just a home for everyone to come and be together. And I will always remember that, and I hope that down the line someday my grandkids feel the same way. Speaking of cousins and coming to home, Grandma Bev, I don't know if you know this, but we used to take your socks out of your drawer and roll them up into balls and throw them up into your fan and launch them across the room. All before you would show us a Disney movie, maybe Cinderella or Lion King, at those small little tables that we all loved so much that we would eat popcorn on. That sometimes was a little burnt. It was a lot burnt, but we ate it anyway because it was a snack and it was delicious. Fruities in the drawer, you always had freeze-dried fruities. So fruities and popcorn. You always had good cereal too, good soup. Always. Always good soup on the little tables. Also, smacking my head on that window seat. I can't be the only one that will list that as a memory from past times at Grandma Bev's house. Yeah, I think those are the most memories I have that stand out the most. Now I'm rambling. The short time that we spent living there when our house was being built, I'll treasure that forever. I remember, getting up in the morning and smelling Grandma Bev's coffee, because I don't like coffee, but I love the way it smells. So I always liked that. And I think that started the time of free reign snacking for the Whistler kids. Like, before, we always had to ask if we wanted a snack, but once we stayed at Grandma Bev's house, we could pretty much just have a snack whenever we wanted. And that kind of carried over when we moved out. So thanks for that. Sad that it might be the last Christmas here, but happy for the memories that I'll have forever. I guess that's all I got. Love you, Grandma.
Merry Christmas, everyone, from a very large tree in Boston.
Hey Grandma, it's Scott. Just want to say Merry Christmas from me here in Wyoming.